Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are trying out a Grixis mid-range list, and I have a Fandom Legends tournament to prepare for. I have to submit the deck list in about 3 hours, and I'm trying to decide what to run. This is one of the final lists on kind of my short list. I'm still open to some tuning and things like that. Special thank you to the Goblin King on Twitter for talking through some sideboard stuff and some ideas with me. And what we're going to try is this sort of aggressive slanted Grixis deck with threats in the main deck: Dreadhorde Butcher, Legion Warboss, Thief of Sanity, and of course Nicole Bolas the Ravager, a God Eternal Kefnet, and a Dragon God Bolas. And then in the sideboard, we have a lot of controlling kind of choose your removal elements: Duress, Negate, the Elder Spell, Lava Coil, Cry of the Canarium, Omnixilus's Cruelty, and Enter the God Eternals. So instead of being a control deck that sideboards into a more aggressive deck, usually keeping things like Warboss and Thief of Sanity in the board, we are sideboarding from an aggressive deck into a control deck. Now, one thing I have trouble not getting behind is I just love... I don't know about Tyrant Scorn. Tyrant Scorn is an interesting card to me. I think there are certain things it hits that other two-mana spells can't hit, which is nice. Cards like Tempest Jin, for example. But for the most part, what I really want out of the card is Bedeck Bedevil, and it's mostly because I can't get away from the way that it can deal extra damage to face. And the Bedeck Bedevil can target your Nicole Bolas and your God Eternal Kefnet to hit for 7 that turn, which can really help you close the door. And it can target your Dreadhorde Butcher because it gives a boost to power and a minus to toughness. The Butcher, at minimum, will deal 4 damage when you target it with your Bedeck Bedazzle. And if you have it up to a 3/3, it will deal 6 damage to a target upon the Bedeck Bedazzle, or the Bedeck resolving. The Bedazzle is just a little bit of gravy that can go face a bit. So I'm going to try those instead of Tyrant Scorn and see how much I miss Tyrant Scorn. Another thing I'm worried about is the amount of Gruul that's out there. Those decks really require cast down more than cards like Bedeck Bedazzle or Tyrant Scorn or Lightning Strike because of cards like Nullhide Ferox. And of course, we can't make our opponent discard a Nullhide Ferox now, can we? Another card I feel like I'm desperately missing in the deck is Shock. Shock hits so many of the important cards in the format, including Warboss, Thief, Hero of Precinct 1, Runaway Steamkin, so many of those crucial spells. So we may also be trying some Shocks in the deck. I'm going to try trimming the strikes right up front and going that direction. However, what I expect to play against the most is going to be Esper and Bant, those Teferi Time Raveler decks, and I'm hoping I'm reasonably solid against those, killing that Teferi with Dreadhorde Butcher and Legion Warboss. Thief of Sanity is good if they're not playing red, which I don't expect to play much red in fandom. There's always somebody who brings it, but usually not that many. So I think that main deck Duress will be good. It's possible it should be just main deck Shocks with Duress coming out of the sideboard. Anyway, let's go play some games. I'm still trying to figure out the list, and I've got to combine a little bit of my testing experience with my content experience. So let's go do it. Duress, Butcher, maybe Thief. Gotta draw a blue source. Double Butcher. Hype. Is this another Grixis list, by the way? Holy crap. Alright. You do not get to erase my thoughts. You might get to Ritual of Soot if you draw perfect. Okay. Okay. Pump it up. Narset will come down, probably. I don't know. We'll see if the opponent has the land. Ooh, they're gonna miss the land drop. Hype. So... the quicker clocks are Butcher, and the best tilt factor is Thief of Sanity. I think I'm going to go with the Thief. There is some stick here. The opponent has a removal spell, I think. So if we draw it out on the Butcher, it makes Thief even better. Hype! 5 damage to face! Yes! Awesome! Awesome! Made my day. Yeah, scoop them up. Oh my goodness. That was glorious. So, if you don't know, the -3 affects toughness, the +3 affects power. So when the butcher dies, yes, they take damage equal to power. So 5. That was great. All right. So we're up against good old Grixis Control. This is a tough matchup, as we already found out today. Trying to decide where and what to run is pretty tricky. They can sideboard into War Boss, and I guess Shock can go face, so Shock can stay. The Bedeck Bedazzle doesn't, I mean, as great as it just was, I don't think it's going to stay that great. We're basically sideboarding into Disruptive Aggro, so we don't want to be too reactive. So the keeps should be a couple of Shocks, and then everything else is designed to help us play our threats, get them through. Bedevil can take out a Nicol Bolas of either kind, or God Eternal Kefnet that the opponent might put in our way. And let's go. Hopefully we just destroy their hand and smash and bash. Turn 2 Butcher is pretty clutch in this matchup too, to make way for the War Boss or Thief of Sanity. If those are our first plays of the game and we didn't get to strip our opponent's hand of absolutely every single removal spell they could draw, then they just kill our Legion War Boss or a Thief and nothing really happened. But if they have to deal with the Butcher first, then they're in trouble. All right, we'll try it. There's no way to hit the opponent in the hand with this grip, but we'll give it a shot. They mulled to 6. All right. Nothing, there's gonna be nothing I have to shock here, so this can stay right here in the holster. All right, Butcher, roll them. This hand is not Thought Erasure proof though. When our Dragon God is gone, we are in trouble. Lava Coil. Grr. War Boss off the top, love it. That's what we need. Just keep the pressure on long enough so that the opponent can't be Thought Erasing and Planeswalking, so that our Bolas resolves and can do a lot of work. Yep, Cry. Okay, come on, give me one more threat or a hand disruption spell. No. All right, that's sad. Our opponent gets this window to Thought Erase us, or Duress us, or play a Planeswalker. Okay. Could be worse. Bolas on Bolas crime. You're yelling at yourself, dude. So if older, wiser Bolas could talk to younger Bolas, apparently what older Bolas would say to younger Bolas is perish and go forth and kill younger Bolas. Oh, that's not a removal spell. This shock is making me sad. Seems I cannot win with my sideboard plan. But I think what I did in the last game was, what I did in my last Grixis matchup is the shocks weren't in and God Eternal, Enter the God Eternals was, and then I died to a Legion War Boss. So now here I am with the shocks in the deck instead of the Enter the God Eternals, and I'm dying to a Bolas. All right, let's just try this again. Got 88 problems, and you are one, Narset. Alrighty, we're gonna die to that War Boss now, but we'll just keep playing the merry-go-round. Actually, our opponent also runs Narset. Maybe the Elder Spell is just a card I should be playing. So we'll try that. Most of these just run the Dragon Gods, but a few Narsets. That hand was a bit of Flood Town too. Yeah, wasn't great. Wasn't great. All right. No, I guess. I need something more assertive than this. But our opponent might have War Boss in their deck. They spent a lot of time on their sideboarding. I'm going to take a chance on this. My opponent might have turn 1 duress. It's possible. Alright, take your thought erasure. Moment of Craving, Ritual of Soot. Yeah, they got all the removal. I've got a reactive hand. This is going to be a really bad game unless I draw perfectly and they draw poorly. But we can draw out their Bedevil, and then maybe we can draw our own Bolas Dragon God to just get there. They drop off Ritual of Soot. Makes sense. 2 Bedevils. So reactive. Alright. Fun. It's kind of tough because the best draw in my deck is the Dragon God, and I won't be able to cast it discarding the Swamp, but there you go. Alright, we know about the Moment of Craving, so there's no reason to just run the Thief out and hope that that somehow works out. Hype. Just dismantle my hand with Bolas spam, but I'm glad I kept the other Bedevil now. Okay. Elder Spell. And Moment of Craving. That's tough. So the only Planeswalkers in my deck are the Dragon Gods. If I draw one, I can't cast it right now anyway, whereas I have a lot of cards like Thief of Sanity, Legion Warboss, Dreadhorde Butcher, so I'm taking the Moment. And we're bedeviling the big old Bolas, and now it's a top deck war. Let's see who wins. Not I. Although I might need that 5th land. We'll see. Basically draw 2 awesome cards is what that reads. Okay. I thought they might have another Thought Erasure. Let's take their Moment. And they have an Elder Spell. I guess I can play it and use the Narset ability and get their Elder Spell. I can play it and destroy their Narset. This is rough. I don't want to reload their Narset with their Elder Spell. I guess I'm just playing this to kill the Narset and draw the Elder Spell. Alright. I guess we have to do it. I'm trying, but I'm tilting. Okay. That card. Hiya. There's a million bad things we could do. If we plus, we don't draw because of the Narset. So I could use the Narset's ability, but then the Narset's still out there. The opponent Elder Spells my Bolas, refills their Narset, so we have to do the -3. It's the only way. Now the opponent could use Bedazzle to blow up one of my lands and kill my Bolas, but then they don't have an answer necessarily to a War Boss or a Thief. Oh, I think they're going to do it. Maybe their other card is already an answer to one of those. Or maybe they just are like, my whole deck is answers to those. I got nothing to worry about. Okay. I mean, I don't like that. If I'm in the opponent's seat, that's a bit too aggro for me. Like, my mana base is still fine. But we'll see. Maybe they're just drawing so perfect they have no needs. They keep on top. Not good. Not good. I guess. Elder Spell down. Boom. All right, milled some crap. Drew some crap. Ouch. All right, one more top deck in what's been an infuriating match of Magic, and I'm out of here. Screw this, I'm going home, but but I'm probably gonna keep it in there just for the butcher moment. Ooh, okay, well, on the play with two of our awesome threats. Let's see what they do. And we've got mana for Bolas when we draw it, right off the top. Just another day in the arena. Play best of 3, they said. Nobody plays red there, they said. That's a good rip, by the way, that thought erasure, but it's all creatures. Gonna run me right out of the barn. I guess I have to take this Frenzy, though. I don't know. This deck isn't as scared of Frenzy because it can get aggressive. The problem is all the rest of this is just redundant, so it's the Frenzy. And then what am I gonna do? Put out Thief of Sanity and hope it hits my opponent? God knows they're gonna top deck the Bolt. They top deck the Steamkin. Yeah, well, if Thief lives, I basically get Lightning Bolts for the rest of my life. Free Lightning Bolts from my opponent. Although filling their graveyard for the Lava Runners is kind of tilting too. Off the top, was it a burn spell? Maybe not. Maybe not. No blocks. We are still just going to get cheesed out. Like, this hand is just too slow. And I can't even block. Let's see what we hit. The opponent should be embarrassed to be hit by a Thief of Sanity. Alright, I got a shock. Doesn't stop the Steamkin. Here's my War Boss. I know I could have taken Light Up the Stage, and some of you might have, but my deck isn't set up to use Light Up the Stage the way this deck is. And I don't have time for more card advantage, to be honest. I gotta deal with my opponent. Well, the good news is, as long as I don't cast this now, I won't pump these Lava Runners, which means they can't attack, which means the opponent's only good attack is the Steamkin. They might attack with the Lava Runners anyway. Oh, interesting. So they're going to pump both of these to 3, which means they are going to pump their Lava Runner if I cast this shock on a Steamkin. Oh, that's really bad. It's like they're in my hand. I mean, the Steamkins are the most threatening things. I guess I have to trade off with this sometime. Alright, we gotta pump their Lava Runners. It sucks, but I think we gotta do it. What a champion. Alright, then Bolas comes down, deals with a Steamkin. Thief probably has to get in, though. I don't know. May as well trade. I don't think this gets better. I'm not going to draw many ways to remove things. At 5 mana, this is so much. Alright, kill this. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So I guess I have to trade off a Thief. The opponent can Fanatical Firebrand down the Dragon God. I trade this off, I go to 5. I play this, I kill something. Assuming they draw blank blank. Ugh. I don't need more Howling Mines, I need more dead things. Alright, everything's going face. No, Firebrand isn't, which tells me they didn't draw a Lightning Strike, because if they would attack with the Firebrand, because if I blocked it, I'd be dead. Are you going for the Bolas? You have lethal. Okay. I mean lethal next turn. And the card is Mountain. Okay. Give me that card. You dare hold it? Haha. All right, come on, buddy. To throw away a Pyromancer, yes they will. Obviously drew a Skewer the Critics. Maybe not. All right, start picking them apart. Let's plus, because if we make them exile their lands, if we can make them exile lands, they can't cast the Lightning Strike, right? What'd you, well, Chandra? Nice. All right. Come on, buddies. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. Down to 1. Hype. Okay. This is fine. Everything about this is fine. All right. See what you do now. Give up those lands. Give them up. Give them up. No! Give it up. Give it up, dude. What you gonna exile now? Come on, top deck a Chain Whirler. All right, we hold this back because of Lava Runner, right? Right. Off the top. Pass his turn. Ooh, can I duress this card? Oh, but I want to flip this. All right, keep it going. What you got? What was it? An experimental frenzy? All attack. Flips the Bolases. Return a Planeswalker. You keep the new one. Plus, exile another land. All right, this is it. Can the opponent just rip what they needs? The card is what? The card is what? We're gonna get their last land if this is not game. Oh, they're holding it, they're touching it. Oh, they're passing the turn. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Exile your last land. Make it happen, guys. We can do this. Yes! Yes! So satisfying. Oh god, that was game 1. Game 2. All right. Well, because of Frenzy, you can't really slide into this all removal deck, and the opponent usually goes larger in game 2. So we need everything that can mess up with a Frenzy. Just get those Frenzies out of here. Our opponent might bring Phoenix and such, so there's no problem bringing in Lava Coil, but I don't think I need the Cruelty. The Elder Spell is good against Chandra, but I don't think I need it. Let's cut you. You can actually often cut the Shocks because the opponents also sideboard out a lot of this stuff. They go to being a bigger deck. But easily the worst cards are like Thief of Sanity and War Boss because they just die and don't really trade for anything. So we're going to be focusing on our big flyers and our Hand Disruption to take their Frenzies out and our Negates to catch their later Frenzies. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You think they tilted and ran away? No. Well, it's a slow hand. We're gonna take 1 billion damage from a runaway Steamkin or something. I don't know. In the post-board games, these games are a lot slower usually. Still, I think I better do better than that. And this is better. We're going to need land, though. Keeping any kind of land on top, bottoming any non-land, probably. Alright, let's rock and roll. Steamies? No steamies. Well, not going to play out the Butcher just to get shocked or lightning struck. We'll save that until there's something on the battlefield for the Butcher to also kill. Chain Whirler. Sure. Unfortunately, I have to untap Lava Coil that and take down the negate shields. I could also just play a tap land, take 3 damage, hold up negate, and then have the Lava Coil next turn. But I'd want to play the Kefnet that turn anyway, so I guess the negate is not going to be held up, at least for a few turns. On the bright side, though, we're super assertive. We have Enter the God Eternals to keep us ahead in the race, so this is fine. Alright, the opponent with a couple of critters. That's fine, too. Here's the God Eternal Kefnet with the Enter the God Eternals coming next turn, which is kind of unflavorful because God Eternal Kefnet came out before we entered the God Eternals, before the God Eternals entered. It's not the way the story is supposed to go. Yeah. No, Lava Coil, we can just put this back in the deck, right? So, block. Go ahead, 2 for 1 yourself. And then I'll blow up your Steamkin. We'll get this back. It'll be fine. Ahoy! Definitely milling the opponent here because we don't want to mill our own Kefnet. Oh no! My phone's noises are on. Make it stop. Unprofessional. Daredevil does what? Lava Coil's my 4/4? I can live with that. It's fine. This is fine. Lovely. Thought erase you. Phoenix down, negate for Chandra, keep the God Eternal Kefnet, play the Butcher because it can block the Daredevil. So pay 2 life, telegraphing exactly what's about to happen. Interesting. Even if they plussed it to hit a land, now they couldn't play it, but alas. You've been negated. And now the opponent can't really attack with the Daredevil because the Butcher just grows. Oh. Feels like a tilty attack. Letting the Butcher get bigger for no reason. Alright, the opponent's trying to draw Frenzy off the top. We're trying to draw spells and just push them out of the game as quickly as we can. Let's do it. The chains have been whirled. But that's not going to make a difference very much on this board. Oh yeah, I'll reveal it. I'm funny that way. I'm cheeky. 4/5, slam. Let's turn this race in our favor. Okay, they kept a lot of the small stuff in, although they kept the Firebrands in too. It looks like they actually cut a lot of their burn spells, added Lava Coils. I don't know. Reveal. This is delightful. We'll just go face. Get this game over with. Send a message. We are the dominant species now. No reason to throw the Dreadhorde Butcher into the first striker, though. And that will do it. Victory! All right, nice curve, and we're on the play. Must be lucky. Opponent needs to think about their hand. That means I'm already winning. That's just a joke. but am I gonna? All right, Watery Grave, what have you got? Come on, dude. Close the Reddit tab. It's not important. Esper, all right. This is a matchup I do need to try. So, hype. And we have a very assertive hand, which is also great. Let's get busy. What do you know? It's Thought Erasure. Which of my threatening 3-drops would you like to pick? The War Boss. Keeps on top. Okay. Pay that 2 life. Put out the land they've already seen. Play the Thief of Sanity. Make you have the answer. My Butcher's too big for a Cry of the Canarium, and this is going to start becoming a lot of damage. Oh, it's the Fairy! Sure. Alright. You're coming back out. Now, the question is face or not. I mean, I freaking hate that Teferi, but I think that getting more face damage in is a pretty good move.
I've got time.
Do ya? Let's see it. Island does not cast Kaya's Wrath. Love it. All right. Definitely going to kill the thief or something here. But we're still going face. Pressure's on. Vraska's Contempt. Boo. How obnoxious. All right. Give me something good. Really? 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 This is my life? Really? All right. We're gonna have to steal more than that.
Here goes nothing.
This deck sucks. All right. Let's Elder Spell up. Let's Duress you. Let's see. They're going to bring in Lyra, so we should have that ready to go. And what are the bad cards? Shock is a bad card. And Bedeck is pretty bad, very reactive. I guess I'll just go with 1 Cruelty. Because we also have Bedevils. And here we go. Disruptive Aggro. Can I please draw some Duresses and stuff this time? Sure. Looks fun. All right, so I'm not sure if I'm going to erase or butcher first, to be honest. I guess I really want my 3rd land, and I don't want to be Thought Erasured myself, but this can definitely wait, and if the opponent Thought Erasures me, if they take the Thought Erasure and I top deck a land, I'm great. I'm the aggressor, let's act like it. The difference between having something on the board doing things and just having creatures sitting in your hand is a big deal. So what's it gonna be? I mean, I'm sure you take the Thought Erasure and just hope I whiff. No, it's the War Boss. It's what they took last time, and they keep on top. Crazy. Oath of Kaya, Entrancing Melody, Thief of Sanity. Well, the Butcher's gonna die. I I guess the worst card to come up against is going to be the Melody. But I guess if the Butcher's gone, the Melody is really pretty expensive and doesn't matter until later. I could take one Oath of Kaya so that the next Thief of Sanity has to be answered. I guess I dig that. You have to go. We have to draw land here. Can't just not be drawing land up in here. So here comes Oath of Kaya on the Butcher. I think our opponent might hold off to try to do a... They might try to set up the Entrancing Melody on it, but no, they go with the Oath of Kaya. I don't know, it might be really good there to play Thief, knowing what you know about my hand. Okay, this is getting tilting, but at least it's a playable. Give me that Thief. Get out of there. All right, cool. Finally, we're going to draw the mana. Of course, we don't want to play our Thief yet. Duress him up. Kaya's Wrath, too. Well, our opponent only has one black. Alright, I'll grab you, maybe? The opponent's at a point where they have enough mana to use it, and it's the most devastating thing they could do. Do they draw the black source? If they do, they might want to sandbag it. YOLO. At some point we just have to try. Did they sandbag a black source? The reason you'd keep a black source in your hand there is to get me to play my Thief. And it looks like that's either what happened or they top deck like a professional Magic player should. That feeling when it's like, they're just figuring out how to kill it. Alright. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. That does nothing. Too busy being mana screwed to play cool cards. Oh my goodness. We'll be fine if we draw the land in time, and we have a Bedevil and Negate to get there. This isn't the end of the world. Just, if we don't negate it there, obviously we can't negate it. I was still trying to think of if I wanted to be Devil, but I don't think that would be smart. Alright, Kefnet, do something. Do something, Kefnet. Get back in the deck. Alright, come on, land off the top. Let's do this. War Boss. The card they fear the most. The card they took with their Thought Erasures 2 games in a row. Let's see if you can live up to your reputation. That sucks. With exactly the right mana, too. That's a beating. They brought in all the steal your stuffs. Alright, well, there's a mana, but we have to kill this. We have to kill this War Boss. And next turn we have Kefnet coming down. When Kefnet comes down, maybe it can help us defend our Dragon Gods. The opponent knows about one of them. May as well. Return. Can't get it hostage taken, which is one of the beautiful things about this card. Alright. Reveal for the lulz. Yeah. Let's put this out. Let's start plussing. Get those 2-for-1s. What do you want to give up?
Schemes have been foiled. I outsmarted you eons ago.
And hold you back. Just defend Bolas. I hope. I do expect bad things to happen. Oh, the opponent's gonna scoop him. Alright. They drew the wrong things. So we saw some hostage takers. Does that change how I play this? I guess this is a good card against hostage taker, and they might run as Kanta. We did not see a Lyra. Maybe they didn't bring that in. I do still have Bedevil as an out to Lyra, as well as the Dragon Gods. Any other trades to really make? I don't think so. Same plan, run them over. Disrupt them a little and run them over. All right, draw a blue source. That's the plan. Draw a freaking blue source. They didn't thought erase me, but I drew another uncastable. His hand is going to be lit when that blue source shows up. Until then, it's going to do not enough. All right, Butcher. Let's roll. Three mana is Thief of Sanity time. It's not a blue source. All right, we're still on the front foot. We're still a blue mana away from happiness. Is it Entrancing Melody? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be Teferi either, and there is a blue source. So I'm guessing it's Vraska's Contempt. I should probably thought erase the opponent. But let's first get that Vraska's Contempt played. Just in case they want to hold up counter magic or they're thinking about that, and showing them the blue source might make them want to do that. I don't think they run counter magic, but might as well be safe. Got 'ems. Alright, pay 2 life. Thought erase you. 2 Teferi Time Ravelers, a Dovin's Veto, a Thought Erasure of your own. I can leave the veto. Like, the opponent's in a tough spot next turn, right? Those Time Ravelers are really obnoxious, though. They can just bounce away the thieves over and over, draw cards. But I think that I gotta take the erasure. Okay. Well, we can play this game for a minute. See if the opponent goes for a Teferi here. Wow. So this is going to be a back and forth thought erasure battle for a minute. What does the opponent take? They take one of the thieves. They bin another veto. All right, what you got? Now you're gonna veto that, I'm sure. Well, maybe not. I might have wanted to take a Teferi. I mean, the veto just denies me the surveil, I guess. But land off the top is Bolas, and Bolas is lit. Alright, -3, draw a card. Is it a land? If it's not a land, okay. Leaving up veto mana. Let's do this. This will take out a Teferi. That's a really good top deck to just get this thing dead and leave behind a token to pressure the other Teferi. And they pass the turn. Does feel like they drew another veto, doesn't it? All right, let's go. All right, I'm just gonna play this tapped and say go. The opponent's on veto, we'll just let them take a bunch of damage until they tap out for something. Oath of Kaya, not bad. Another war boss. Well, they know about the thief. If we play that, they'll just time ravel it. But we get rid of their time raveler. Of course, attacking the time raveler isn't as good with Oath of Kaya, but... They already had to deal with one war boss. They can't counter another. They don't have a board wipe or they would have played it. So I think in that case, we just war boss them again. Pressure that life total. Bring them on down. Slight misstep. Should have left a blue open just to think about negate. Ooh, Kaya's Wrath. Did you draw land too? Yes, you did. Still representing a Dovin's Veto. Do we make them have it? They're never going to tap out again if they've got one, but I could wait for a Duress as well. All right, did you draw a third Dovin's Veto? I call this bluff.
God, once again.
And they didn't have it.
Wipe your bloodline. You have no weakness I cannot.
All right, can you deal with the Bolas? That's the question now. Vraska's Contempt, ready and willing. That sound, though. Hype. All right. Let's go with the Butcher. Getting there. Another Kaya's Wrath would be super tilting. At some point, we just got to do this. I know that we're walking into a bounce, but we just got to do it. If we wait till they have a 6th land, they can bounce their Oath of Kaya and Oath of Kaya the Thief of Sanity. And that would be really bad. Uh-huh.
You'll thank me later.
Okay, they're bouncing the Thief. They're not doing the Oath of Kaya thing. What else you got? They scoop. Huh. Maybe they had to leave. Or they were just too tilted by whatever they drew. Hard to say. All right. Lock it in. All right. Testing is going to continue, at least for a little while on the Grixis deck. I've got about another hour or two. I think the Esper matchup is okay. It's close. It's one of the better... It's one of the best reasons to run it right now. I really want to try the Bant matchup. I don't know why I kept getting paired against other Grixis decks today. That feels pretty bad against the traditional Grixis control. But I honestly don't feel that deck is very good, so I don't expect to play against it much. Anyway... Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I will see you in the next video, and look for footage from Fandom Legends, hopefully next week. See you later.